Welcome back to Davil AI Matrix, where we bridge the gap between amateur filming and high-end Hollywood visual effects production. Have you ever dreamed of turning your simple living room videos into epic cinematic masterpieces without spending millions on production? We all know the struggle of trying to create visual effects using traditional AI tools that often result in weird glitches. The biggest problem has always been consistency, as AI often fails to preserve the original acting performance and subtle movements. You spend hours crafting the perfect scene, only to have the artificial intelligence completely ignore your carefully directed actor's performance. However, today we are exploring a powerful new tool that promises to change this narrative for independent filmmakers everywhere. Introducing the LumaRay 3 Modify feature, a groundbreaking update that allows us to completely transform reality while keeping control. This feature is designed to preserve the essence of your original footage, locking in the motion, expression, and acting performance. Imagine turning a broomstick into a legendary sword or a cardboard box into a treasure chest without losing tracking data. For today's detailed tutorial, we will be channeling a dark fantasy aesthetic, heavily inspired by The Witcher and Game of Thrones. The process begins simply by uploading your raw video clip directly into the Luma interface to prepare for the transformation. Our base footage is just a guy in casual clothes pretending to fight, which looks nothing like a Hollywood movie. We start by typing a descriptive prompt that defines our target look, specifying the armor, lighting, and mood we desire.
Dark fantasy
to ensure
male knight.
accuracy, we
Heavy
upload
armor.
a reference image that helps
Cinematic
the AI understand exactly what kind of character we want. The AI analyzes the geometry of the scene, mapping the new textures onto the actor while respecting the original physical boundaries. You can see how the clothing has been successfully replaced with heavy metal armor, yet the body movement remains completely natural. We need to tweak the creativity sliders to find the perfect balance between the original footage and the new fantasy style. Look closely at the details on the armor plates. The AI has added scratches and textures that make it look authentic. It is crucial to mask the facial area properly so that the emotional performance of the actor is not lost. With the character model now finalized, we have successfully turned a casual actor into a formidable warrior ready for battle. However, we still have a major problem because our epic Dark Knight is standing in the middle of a modern living room. Now we move on to the background transformation phase, where we will use keyframes to replace the environment entirely. We input a prompt describing a dark dungeon with ancient stone walls and a foggy atmosphere to match our character. The tool intelligently separates the foreground subject from the background, allowing us to swap the setting without affecting the actor. Watch as the couch and television dissolve away, replaced instantly by the cold, damp texture of an ancient castle dungeon. We must verify that the shadows cast by our character match the lighting sources of our new digital environment perfectly. By adding keyframes at specific intervals, we ensure that the background perspective shifts correctly with the camera movement. Sometimes small artifacts from the original video might remain, so we need to refine our masks to cover them. We can use the in-painting tool to manually erase any unwanted elements that the automatic process might have missed. Now the scene looks consistent, with our warrior standing firmly within a believable dark fantasy setting, created entirely by AI. To sell the realism, we need to adjust the lighting to match the flickering torches on the dungeon walls. Color grading is essential here. We shift the tones to a cold blue and black palette to enhance the mood. The difference is night and day. The color grading creates a cohesive look that binds the character to the background. Now for the fun part, adding magical visual effects to the character's hand to show he is casting a spell. We select a fireball effect from the library and carefully track it to follow the motion of the hand perfectly. Notice how the fire effect not only adds a visual element, but also interacts with the lighting on the armor. We also add atmospheric smoke and dust particles to give the air a sense of density and ancient decay. As the character swings his weapon, we add a light trail effect to emphasize the speed and power of the attack. We can even script a small explosion where the magic spell hits the wall, adding impact and danger to the scene. Timing is everything. We must ensure the visual explosion happens exactly at the moment the sound effect peaks in the audio. Let's take a moment to watch the full action sequence with all the layers, effects, and modifications working in harmony. By analyzing the footage frame by frame, we can confirm that the stability of the generation holds up even during fast motion. If you notice any distortion in the fingers or hands, simply use the Regenerate tool on that specific region to fix it. Once satisfied with the edit, we navigate to the export settings and choose high-quality 4K output for the best presentation. The rendering speed of LumaRay 3 is impressive, allowing creators to iterate quickly without waiting hours for a single clip. Seeing the final result on a big screen proves that AI tools have reached a level of quality suitable for storytelling. When you compare the cost of traditional VFX production against this workflow, the savings for independent creators are absolutely massive. This technology democratizes filmmaking, allowing anyone with a vision and a laptop to create worlds that previously existed only in dreams. It is important to remember that this tool does not replace professional VFX artists, but rather empowers solo creators to compete. The possibilities are endless. You can apply these same techniques to create sci-fi worlds, historical dramas, or cyberpunk cities. Whether you want to build a futuristic metropolis or a magical forest, the workflow remains exactly the same for every genre. To recap, remember the 3 key pillars: modify the character, replace the environment, and finally integrate the visual effects layers. My advice for beginners is to start with short clips to master the controls before attempting a full-length feature film. The community surrounding this tool is growing rapidly, sharing tips and prompts that can help you improve your own workflow. Always remember that better input leads to better output, so try to film your raw footage with decent lighting conditions.
Look at the 3 main
Avoid
steps.
excessive motion blur in your source video, as it can confuse the AI and lead to unwanted visual artifacts. Do not be afraid to experiment with wild prompts and crazy ideas. Sometimes the most unexpected combinations yield the best results. You can access LumaRay 3 directly through their website, and I have left a link in the description below. There is nothing quite like the feeling of seeing your imagination come to life on screen with just a few clicks. This tool is truly a massive game changer for every single independent filmmaker working with a very limited production budget. If you enjoyed this dark fantasy tutorial, you will definitely want to check out our upcoming guide on sci-fi filmmaking. Please hit that like button if you found this helpful, and share this video with your fellow filmmakers and creators. Don't forget to subscribe to Davil AI Matrix and turn on notifications so you never miss our latest AI tutorials. I want to hear from you. Tell me in the comments below what kind of movie you plan to create first. Here is one last look at the incredible transformation we achieved today, proving that high-end VFX is now within your reach. The power to create cinematic universes is now in your hands, waiting for you to unlock your full creative potential. Thank you so much for watching this detailed breakdown and for joining us on this journey into the future of filmmaking. We used LumaRay 3 for the video generation and various other AI tools to assist with the reference images. Follow us on our social media channels for daily updates, tips, and behind-the-scenes content from the world of AI art. A special thanks goes out to our amazing community for your continuous support and for pushing the boundaries of creativity. Stay tuned for next week, where we will tackle an even more challenging project that you definitely do not want to miss. Keep creating, keep experimenting, and never let technical limitations stop you from telling the stories you carry in your heart. This has been a production by Davil AI Matrix, your trusted guide in the rapidly evolving landscape of artificial intelligence. We will see you in the next video with more groundbreaking tutorials to help you master the art of AI video. Until then, stay creative and goodbye from Davil AI Matrix. See you in the next episode of our digital journey.